like back up in the corner. He's coming towards me like, give me a hug. Like, why you acting like that?
I've been a bad bitch, Kakiana, and I'm still winning Pakiana. Percocets, Papiana, killing everybody beat. Thank you next, Ariana. You gon' have to give me Tapiana if you tryna get some Sloppiana. I call my ops Appiana, then shut down Eve St. Laurent.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sierra. If you're new here, hey sis, hey, welcome to the family, you guys. So for today's story time, it's really a key. It's really a key, and I had forgot this even happened. So when I thought about this, I'm just like, yo, like, I have to tell you about this time. This dude was really fucking crazy. My senior year of high school, and I had got this new job. If y'all know anything about me, y'all, I hate 9 to 5s. Like, I hate like food industry work, like, you know, sales rep, like all of that is just too much for you. Like, I really like do not like those jobs. So my senior year of high school, I got this job at this nonprofit organization. I worked there for 2 years. Honestly, like, I have so many crazy memories over there, so many connections that I made through that organization. So shout out to them, okay? So my senior year of high school, I was working over there, and I had got another job through that organization. When I had got the call back that I got the job, I was really excited. I was just so amped because I was really on my get money girl shit my senior year of high school. Like, I just needed to make sure my promise was fly. I had to make sure everything was given, and you know, like, I was just hustling in my senior year. So when I got this job, I was so excited. This nonprofit organization used to fight for like social justice rights and stuff like that. So we would organize like workshops and events and rallies. It was a lot of group work happening at work. My first day at work was, I don't know, it was a little strange, just because if you ever worked in social justice or like nonprofit organizations, y'all know like the crowd is so diverse. So in the room, it's giving very much like they just picked everyone off the street and said, y'all want a job? And threw us in a room. Like, it did not look like we was all supposed to talk. So my first day of work was pretty cool. Like, we did the regulars, like, you know, icebreakers and basically running down what this year's calendar looked like. It was basically like regular old, like, you know, first day at school, first day at work, you know, get to know each other kind of vibes. When I first walked in, I peeped this guy. Let me give him a name. What do we call him? Let's call him Rashad. The next time that I had to work, like, it got really cool really fast. So like, we all kind of formed a little work family like very quickly, and we was all kind of cool. So my little work family was me, Rashad, and my homegirl. Let's call her A. Me, A, and Rashad was literally like always together. Sometimes, anytime we would have to work on group stuff, we would always be in the same groups. We kind of lived on the same way. Like, we would walk to work together, get lunch together, like stuff like that. Me, Rashad, and A got closer and closer. And like, as the workspace started to go on, we started to get to know each other's personal lives, okay? So we knew A was in a relationship and she was with her boo on an up and down roller coaster ride, okay? And I always said that I had a boyfriend, so it was never a secret that I was off the market. Rashad was always the one that never wanted to share like if he got anything going on or what's tea behind him. Like, you're capping. Like, he wants to put on this facade like he's single. So I'm just like, okay. But like I said, I was never checking for Rashad, so like, it wasn't like a thing where like I gave a damn, but it was just something that I always picked up on. Like, he never shares anything, and we always be sharing about what we got going on. Okay. As the years going on at work or whatever, and we're getting closer and closer to our big event, we started having to do a lot more work, and our hours became way longer. So we had to make this group chat. So we had this big work group chat of all the employees that was there. And you know how work group chats go. To me, I feel like work group chats are so fucking awkward. Like, I don't know why it feels like we're in a blank white room and like everyone's just saying a word or two and it's echoing off the wall. Like, it's just so awkward. What do we gather here for? Like, what do you want to say? I wasn't really too pressed about, you know, people having my number. I'm just like, you know, like, I know you guys, like, it's whatever. Rashad ended up texting me outside of the group chat. Mind you, Rashad never even really spoke in the work group chat, so I was always so confused on why he felt comfortable to just take my number from the group chat. Granted, like, when we get to work, we be cool, like, to kiki, but we're not like really like friends. Rashad started texting me outside of the work group chat, but it's so funny to me because he's asking me questions about the work privately. First time he texted me, I'm just like, how'd you get my number? And he's just like, oh, it's in the work group chat. So I'm just like, okay. Like, why did you the event group chat to come talk to me privately about the event? He's just, nah, why you acting like that? You know, like, we cool, like, you know, why you acting like that? But it very much was like weird to me. I'm just like, okay, like, where we going with it, nigga? Like, what? Okay, you have my number now. Like, what's tea? Like, the next time we at work, everything is pretty normal, like, for the most part. Like, everyone's getting comfortable with each other. So I come to work one day super fucking late, and I'm like kind of like rushing because I know I think I was like 45 minutes late, no cap, but I still tried to show up anyways. So now that I'm at work and I'm trying to rush to get my stuff together, my phone had died. It was like a whole mess. I get to this back room. So at our workspace, we would like have like a couple like empty rooms to work in, like 10. So when I got to work, the room was empty as hell and it was dark. So I go put my phone to charge, and I peep Rashad is behind me. So I'm not paying him no mind, like whatever. So we get into the room and Rashad closes the door. So I was like, what are you doing? Like, only because I came in super fucking late, but it's like, we're in this big ass dark room with a big table in the middle of us. Why are you closing the door? So he just like, oh, so you just came in and say hi to me, like, what's up? And I'm just like, hey nigga, like, I was late, that's why I'm rushing, like, what's up, like, hi, you know? And he like, give me a hug. So at this point, I'm in the corner where like the fucking outlet is and my phone charger, and I'm like back up in the corner. He's coming towards me like, give me a hug, like acting like that. To this day, I cannot lie to y'all. I've never even flirted with Rashad for him to think that like this give me a hug business is like a thing, you know? So at this point, I'm weak. I'm literally weak in my head. I'm just like, I know he's not playing himself on right now. I know he's not like doing that. Like, I know he's not giving this. You give him a little half hug and he's like, oh, you want to act like that today? I'm just like, I act like this every time I work. I don't know what you're talking about, you know? So the day moves forward, I realized I'm just like, you know what? This about to be a thing. And I gotta figure out how am I to rearrange. And I knew it was gonna be a thing just because when a nigga like you, and he's like one of those guys that feel like, let me apply pressure. They don't get the point that like, it's not really pressure needed. It's just that I'm not interested, you know? Point regularly now when I would come into work, it was always expected for Rashad to try to like, you know, like play with me, try to like, you know, like be in my face. So I kind of started to expect it now, but like, at this point, I'm bringing up my boyfriend so much that like I don't know his end goal. Like we would get to work and me and homegirl, like I said, me and my homegirl A, we would always like debrief at work. Like it's really like me, Rashad, and A, but like me and A were two. That's like my good sis. So we're always chopping it up at work and always like talking together. So he know like I am not like, this is not a thing. Like we don't have a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have that. No, I don't know why it wasn't registering, but like he'll literally come into work with this energy like he's trying to like bag me every day. Like the moment that I feel uncomfortable or something that's not going how it should go, I'm gonna nip it in the bud. But for now, I'm gonna just cool on him. I'm gonna keep my distance a little bit, but I'm not gonna treat him no kind of way. So it was one random day he had texted me after work, and I think it was like night time because like I think I had got off probably like 7. It had to have been like night because I done got home and showered and ate and all of that. So he had texted me, and he just started talking to me real casually, like, you know, like, oh, like how did my day go? Good day, like I seen you today, like why are you texting me? It got to the point in the conversation just like, what do you want to tell me? Like, you know, he liked me, like he wanted to talk to me, he wanted to see where it could go, blah blah blah. I wish I had the screenshots to this day. Once we get to the end of this story, so you're gonna understand why I don't have these screenshots anymore, okay? But long story short, he hit me up just trying to like basically mack on me again, like, yo, like, you know, you look super cool, I like your vibe, like, man, cute, da 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 da. I'm just like, yo, like, Rashad, I have a nigga, like I have a boyfriend. You know I have a boyfriend. I don't even feel like I should have to tell you this. From the time that you met me, I've always known that I have a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about all of this is just like while he's in my face trying to like perform every day for me, I peeped one day he had a girl as his lock screen, and it's given very much like that's his boo. So I'm like, oh, like who's out on your lock screen? He's like, oh, that's not nobody. Da, da, da. I'm just like, it's clearly somebody that's on your lock screen. Like, who's on your lock screen? And he acting like he don't want to tell me what he got going on. I'm just like, bro, I don't care. Like, I'm not trying to, you get what I'm saying? Like, I have a whole nigga. I'm just asking, like, who's that on your lock screen? And he was just very much giving people, like, he didn't want me to, like, know about anything he got going on because he was so concentrated on bagging me. But at this point, I'm just like, bro, like, it's not going to be a thing. Fast forward now. In the conversation, he starts going on into the fact like, oh, well, I know that you got a nigga, but like, you know, I'm not telling you to leave your man, nothing like that. If you don't want to, I could be your side.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
My entire attitude changed. Like, I really can't stand, how can I put it, desperate people. Like, I really just don't like people who don't respect themselves, like male or female. I think it's wicked to just settle to be second best. Like, for you to come to me and you understand that I have a nigga, you understand that I'm not interested, and you just constantly pressing. When talking to me, you gonna be my side? After that day, I'm like, nah, like, I'm good on that. Like, you know, just respect me. Like, we cool. Like, you know, I'm not trying to do that, and I'm not. Long story short, it ain't motherfucking happen, okay? Everything was smooth. Like, he really wasn't trying to do much after I said that. It was very much playing it cool. We're good. This event is basically like the biggest workshop that we're having. It's a fundraiser where we gave out like 5 bands. Like, we was like doing a lot during this event. And I was hosting. It was me and this other girl that was hosting, and the other people that was working there, like, was like facilitating whatever we needed, right? So I am high-key nervous because, like, I've hosted before, but like I've never hosted something so like big, I guess. And also it was kind of nerve-wracking because I kind of talked the whole time, you know, but whatever. So like I was hosting and I'm trying to like remember, like, you know, what comes first, you know, I'm trying to like figure out like how am I to run the show, whatever. And I peep Rashad is in the corner being very standoffish, not really helping, not really doing nothing, like just not doing nothing. So I go to him and say, you good, like, what's wrong? Like, he just like, oh, now, like, you know, I just want to talk to you about something. I'm gonna talk to you after. So I'm just like, okay. After that happened, I already knew like he got to start acting a certain way throughout the day, whatever. Because this event started probably like about, I want to say noon. Like we've been up all day. It was like from noon to like 10 o'clock. So the event was just about to start, and I'm like, this is the energy that we're coming with. He already have a certain type of attitude, and A's boyfriend came to the event and she had a certain type of attitude. It was just not, this day was just not fucking given. Like, so anyway, we start the event, and as I'm talking, I'm peeping this other guy from the corner of my eye giving me fever. Like, when I tell y'all, like, as I'm talking, he's giving me the googly eyes in the corner. I'm trying to like remember what I gotta say and just do what I gotta do, and he's giving me the googly eyes and it's throwing me off. So we end up having to break into like different groups or whatever to talk. And the guy that was giving me googly eyes, he comes into my group, and I'm at work, so like I'm trying to be one of those people where, like, I'm letting you know like this is a professional setting, but I'm being super nice, you know. But the dude is not really peeping my vibe. Like, yeah, it's not, I'm not, we not, this is work. Okay, thank you for coming to the event, but this is work. So the guy's in my face, and he, you know how, if you're from New York, you know how guys try to like, you know, like, you know. So he's in my face, and we're talking about the event or whatever, but like he's just doing a lot next to me. After we have to, you know, refocus back to the event, I'm watching Rashad from across the room. Literally, like, this place was so big, but I turned my head to like a slight degree, y'all. Rashad's eyes is beaming at me from across the room. So I look at him and I look away. I'm just like, I'm not, this is not, we're not, let's not. So as the event is kind of like getting to like the midway, so Rashad about to come over to me. He's like, oh, come here, let me talk to you real quick. And he like, oh, you talking to that guy in your group? I'm like, what? I hear in your face. Well, I hear in your face. So I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm hosting an event, I'm doing my job. Like, I'm just talking, he's in my girl, supposed to talk to him. I can't not talk to the nigga. Like, why are you even pressing me? Like, I'm getting annoyed now. But I'm trying to keep it cute because I am hosting an event, and how I act during the event is going to determine the amount of money that we must make. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to like keep it cute, keep a pretty face. So then after that, I'm trying to keep my distance. I'm trying to get through the event. Comments like, I'm not gonna be here all day arguing, going back and forth with the eyes and the ears, and I'm not doing that. Like, it's just a dub. And mind you, none of y'all are my nigga. Like, come on. So fast forward towards the end of the event now, old dude who was like giving me fever, whatever, he comes towards me. I guess he saw me and Rashad having a conversation, and he just like, oh, is that nigga your boyfriend? So I'm like, nah, that's not my man. My bad for the whole, you know, cause he was sizing him up type shit. So I'm like, yeah, my bad. He's just like, oh, that's not your nigga, so tell him get off your heels. Okay, like, okay, Sarah, just give me your coins, give me your coins. A was going through an issue with her nigga, like, during the event. I'm trying to check on A, make sure she's okay. Rashad is, like, lingering around, but he has all his stuff together. So I'm trying to figure out like what he waiting for. Is it me? So as we leaving the oh, I didn't even tell y'all. Before we get ready to go, whatever, dude that was giving me fever, he gonna look at me like, oh, like, well, that's not your boyfriend. What's this not? And Rashad was just sitting there mad. So as I'm leaving work or whatever, I get to the exit. I'm really lingering, waiting for A to come. Just like, I'm ready to go, but I don't want to talk to this nigga. So I want to make sure me and A could work together. So it's no like anything like, you know, we walking together. He's gonna go out his business. You're not gonna argue with me with my homegirl sitting right here, you know? So anyways, we get outside and Rashad like, oh, can you, come talk to me real quick. So A kind of walks ahead with her boyfriend, and me and Rashad is in the back, and I'm just sitting there like, in times like this, she leaves me for her man. So Rashad is talking to me, and at this point, I already have a certain demeanor in my face that I'm really not here for the bullshit, and I really don't care what he about to say, but I'm gonna let you talk. Yeah. So he starts telling me, oh,
I just feel like you playing with me. I feel like you disrespecting me in my face. You on this, oh, you got a boyfriend shit when it comes to me, but you entertain other niggas right in my face. Like, that's crazy that you was acting like that.
And And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, sir. It was very much like cordial conversation. Very much anybody could jump in. It's not like we have any insiders. We didn't have that kind of relationship. I just felt like he was very much attracted to me. He just wanted to kill. That's all it was given to me. Like, you don't really like me. You don't know me well enough to really be this passionate about me. Like, come on. We just started working together probably like 5 months ago. Please stop acting as if like you're in love with me and I'm just denying your love. Like, let's not. You know, that event was our last day of work. So I didn't really have to see the nigga ever again, to be honest, unless we was gonna pick up our bread or whatever the case is. We didn't really have to see each other. So me and him ended up falling off. I remember I went to college. And he would always try to keep up with me, like, oh, when you gonna be in the city? And I'd be like, nigga, like, why are you still bothering me? You know what I'm saying? It was just so funny. So he just would never go away. Fast forward, and I'm single, you know? And this is the part where it really kicks me. When I tell you it gives me the biggest kicker, like, it really does. I started to post more stuff where people probably realize, like, oh, like, you're single, like, what's going on? So once he peeped that I was single, he tried to slide. He thought this was perfect opportunity to slide. So he slid on me. He's just like, oh, you finally single. You already know how that go. You already know how that still goes. So I'm just like, yeah. So me and him started talking again. And this time, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to actually, like, see what he's going to tell me. I'm going to give him literally 15 minutes of my time and see what he's going to do with it and see what's going to go. Like, I want to see what he's about, right?
You're stupid. You're not smart. You're not smart. Oh.
So me and him are texting and everything is cool. Like, he's not a weird guy. I don't want to give this. I don't want y'all to think that I thought he was a complete weirdo. I just thought he was so like aggressive, and like the whole not taking no for an answer thing was just never attractive to me. It wasn't my thing. So talking to him was regular, like we was cool back at work. I think we was texting for a week, and then he had said like, oh, I want to take you out. I want to take you out on a date. And I'm just like, okay, like, we could go out, but, you know, I'm only free for a certain amount of days because I was just about to go on vacation. And he said, okay, cool, like, go, like, what day are you free? I think we ended up deciding to go out on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Yeah, I think we either decided to go out on a Wednesday or a Thursday because, no lies, we decided to go out on a Monday or a Tuesday. Because
we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
We had 2 days or 3 days to see me. So we made a date to go on we planned a date on a certain day. That's what I meant to say. And I wasn't gonna lie, like I wasn't excited or whatever. I just wanted to go out because at this time, y'all, I was ready to get up out of this funk, okay? So I was fake excited. I'm just like, okay, cool, like I'm gonna see what he about. He better not piss me off. Cause I swear to God, it's the first one I'm gonna go on. And if it's trash, I'm never gonna go on another one. I was over it. Okay, so the day I was supposed to go out came. And I don't know if it's just me, but my mama always told me, you'll remind no man what he said he gotta do for you. If he told you he was gonna do it for you, he should do it. Period. So if you ask me out on a certain day, if you think I'm gonna hit you up and ask you about like the day, I'm just not. First of all, I feel like it's his job to make sure you speak the day before, like, you know, like, okay, like tomorrow gonna be lit, whatever. And then when tomorrow comes, you text me good morning, or you're getting ready, like something like that. That's how things go. But what you're not gonna do is talk to me briefly the day before, and then when the day comes, not say good morning, not say nothing. I'm thinking we're still going on a date. We're not going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. Well, I'm not really pressed because I'm trying to get ready for on vacation or whatever. Like I have to get my nails and my hair done. So I'm just like, I'm not not really worried about the dude, you know? So that day come and pass, and now it's time for me to go. And he texts me the night before, like, oh, I'm sorry about yesterday, whatever, I got caught up with some stuff. I wanted to hit you, but you wouldn't hit me, so I didn't feel like you was that interested. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Like, what are you talking about? Just say that you fell short and call it a day. Like, don't do the whole, like, oh, I didn't know if you cared about me. Don't do that whole, like, superior complex thing. I don't care. You forgot or you didn't want to go, whatever, and that's fine. Like, I'm not pressed. I don't care. So I'm just telling him, well, look, I don't know, like, we can reschedule if you want to, but I'm leaving on a certain day. I'll be back on this day. So, yeah, like, it's what it is, you know? So I end up leaving and I'm going vacation. First night is so lit, like lit. We was really like doing a lot. I'm talking about like just touched the hotel room, 7 shots deep. We go live, shaking our ass, like we just I go on live, and you guys know I'm really not that girl that do the whole social media thing, you know, doing it for IG live. I'm not that kind of girl, but that night I was lit, okay? So we was really on live, cutting up, kikiing, and I peeped that he had joined my live. But when he joined the live, I didn't really say anything. So I didn't pay him no mind. So he started commenting like, what he said to me on the live? He said some shit like, oh, like, I'm glad you're having fun, or some shit like that, right? So I peeped the comment. And like, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I took a shot right after. I was so slow. I'm literally on live like this, y'all. So, no. So after we get off live or whatever, he's texting my phone now. I'm like, oh, I see what kind of girl you are. That's not true. I don't even know why you acting like that. You literally, y'all, I'm so drunk and so like off it that I was cackling. I'm just like, this nigga is fucking nuts. Like, he's really crazy. And I'm so glad he showed me he's insane now, because I always knew that you was crazy back then, or you couldn't take a hint that I had a boyfriend. But like, you're really showing that you're insane today. We've never been on a date. We've never kissed. We've never done anything. We've never talked about shit. And you're going off of me. You would have sworn we've been in a relationship for 2 years. I don't know something like that. I said that I was gonna deal with it when I had got home, but I got home and honestly I was just so like uninterested. Long story short, I get home, I ghost him. We just talk sporadically here and there, but like, I'm not. He's not my guy. He know he's not my piece. He's not nothing to me. He know that. Time had fast forward, and I got back on my boyfriend, Clarity. When I tell y'all, this man, I haven't talked to this man probably like a solid 6 months. He comes back and he's texting me like, oh, that's what you on? That's what you on? And, yo, he's doing too much, and he starts calling my phone, ringing up, literally FaceTime like 30 times, calling me on Snap. I'm like, yo, like, you're like, please. I don't even want to do to, like, please do not get blocked everywhere. Like, I don't. Why are you acting like that, right? So I ended up blocking him on everything. That's the story of how my coworker wanted me to leave my man. But it's no hard feelings. I don't have no ill feelings towards this dude. Coming down any type of what kind of story times you guys want to hear? Like, I have a bunch of like girl drama story times. We always have those, y'all. I have like relationship story times that we can tap into. I got work story times. I have college story times. I have a lot. So like, tell me which ones you guys want to hear about first, and I'm gonna see you guys.